There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. The Minnis administration is now regarded as the most corrupt administration in the history of the Bahamas. Now, while most Bahamians already knew this, the international anti corruption agencies have now discovered it, and they're telling the whole world. Yesterday, Transparency International, who are the global coalition against public corruption, released the results of their annual corruption index for 180 countries around the world. And you'll see from the photos that follow this voice note that during the last Christie administration, the worst that they've ever ranked us was number 24 in terms of the world's least corrupt countries. While this was okay, nevertheless, we still had a lot of work to do. But since Dr. Minnis became Prime Minister, they immediately started to downgrade us from number 24 to number 28 in his first year, and then to number 29, and now eventually to number 30. And that's not even considering the recent allegations made against Peter Turnquest. So who knows how far they'll downgrade us next year. But if being regarded as corrupt, both home and abroad, isn't bad enough, then perhaps what's worse is being regarded as hypocrites, since a hypocrite is someone who puts on a false appearance of virtue, like what the Prime Minister did early into his administration at the 8th Summit of the Americas in Lima, Peru, when he pointed the finger at us, telling the whole world of how much money that Bahamians steal. Well, it's turned out that they're the corrupt ones and not us, and that they're also the hypocrites, since they're the ones who have pointed fingers. Although the Prime Minister said that we defraud the government of $500 million a year, he's the one who is still refusing to give an account for $7.5 billion collected in VAT, or the $4.5 billion that he's borrowed in less than 4 years. This reminds me of the Pharisees, who acted more righteous than everyone else, but it was all for show. And regarding these Bahamian Pharisees, who always like to talk down to Bahamians, perhaps it's time for us to remember what was said 2,000 years ago about Pharisees. It says, "The teacher of the law and the Pharisees sit in Moses' seat, so you must be careful to do everything that they tell you, but do not do what they do, for they do not practice what they preach."